amateur fighters seeking their first win entering the cage right now. Nick Ryder and Billy Keenan in the welterweight division. Billy Keenan, a former standout high school football player at St. Mary's in Lynn, Massachusetts, played running back and wide receiver, looking to make the transition into a pro MMA career. Nick Ryder, a graduate of North Attleboro High School, with quite the cheering section in attendance here in Mansfield, Massachusetts. He enters the cage 0-2, and like Keen, seeking his first MMA win.
Introducing, entering his second bout, Billy Keenan.
Nick Ryder 0-2, Billy Keenan 0-1. Keenan says coming into this bout, Ryder has been stopped in both of his MMA bouts thus far.
So it's a lot of talk, Peter. Let's see if he can back it up.
We didn't verify that. That's what he told us.
And Keenan comes out swinging, but unable to connect.
Yeah, Keenan in the black trunks, Ryder in the maroon brownish trunks with the green lettering. And you can see right from the bat, Ryder a little bit wide and wild with his punches, almost sloppy at times.
Keenan with the Chuck Liddell overhand right attempt there, Peter.
Yeah, that was wide as well, not as sloppy.
Yeah, that would almost hit you. And the fighters clinch up against the cage. Gary Evelyn with a great job there. No grabbing onto the cage. Nice takedown, but right into Ryder's guard. Let's see what Ryder can do off his back. See, Ryder is currently controlling Keenan's arms. Look at his legs, going for the triangle choke right now. He almost has it. He needs to get his right foot behind his left kneecap. He also has Keenan's right arm kind of locked up. Looks like Keenan's going to stand up and try to get out. He's almost out, but he still has that arm trap there.
And as Anderson Silva has shown us in recent weeks, you can get that triangle from the bottom and be successful.
It's extremely dangerous, especially for Ryder. He has very long legs. We're going to see Ryder try to stand up here and get in the top position. But he gets slammed again and again into guard position. Now let's see, look at Ryder's legs again, Peter. Very, very active, always trying to work for something. And what Keenan's doing, leaving his arms on the side there by the mat, it's very dangerous. It's very easy to lock something up for an arm bar or to set up a triangle like Ryder did the first time. And again, we see Ryder's legs moving up, trying to set up the triangle choke, and again setting up the triangle choke. He nearly hit. This could be good night. I don't know how tight that is, Peter. It doesn't look to be that tight if he's not tapping out again. But again, by pulling down the head, it's just gonna make it tighter.
Nick Ryder for the second time in this fight going for a triangle choke, trying to end it early against Billy Keenan.
I can't believe Keenan's surviving this, Peter. This is pretty impressive.
Keenan hanging in there, but Nick Ryder getting the better of the round thus far.
10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go, and he's for the arm bar. Is he gonna tap? He looked like he was thinking about it there, and he survives, saved by the bell. You know what? I've always wanted to say that in reference to MMA, Peter, and here was my chance.
Billy Keenan, I think, was quite aware when you heard that slapping sound indicating there was 10 seconds remaining in the round, because you could almost see his mind at work from our vantage point cage side, that he was thinking about tapping within the final seconds of the round as Ryder really had that submission sunk in tighter and tighter and tighter, but Keenan knew he only had a few more seconds to go and he could take a breather.
That was extremely impressive to be able to survive, but however, his game plan early on, I'm not too sure what he's trying to do, Peter. It looked like he was going for the takedowns, but on the ground, his jiu-jitsu defense does not seem on the same level where, you know, Ryder is on the ground. Let's see if he tries to keep it standing here going into the second frame.
Well, we mentioned at the beginning of this fight, quite a cheering section for Nick Ryder. He gave him plenty to cheer about through round one, as he had himself a good round against Billy Keenan.
Ryder with coming out of Allaire Fitness, operated by one of Y Crew's stars students, and here we go again. I was saying Damian Treit's one of his instructors, and immediately Keenan tries to lock in a standing guillotine.
So while Nick Ryder was going for the submission attempts in round one, Billy Keenan opens up round two. It's a submission attempt of his own. He's got Ryder in a guillotine.
I mean, Ryder has it in the half guard here, so it's not impossible to get him to submit this way. However, it would be more so possible if he had him in his full guard. And again, the longer he holds this, the more tired his arms are going to get, Peter.
Ryder trying to work his way out of this position.
Ryder seems very, very calm here, waiting for that perfect opportunity. He wants to pop his head up. Keenan holding on for dear life.
Yeah, Keenan obviously doesn't have it in tight enough around the neck where he could choke him out, but did have it tight enough where he was disrupting his opponent.
Again in a guard, and almost an armbar attempt there, but this time he's able to get out of it. But again, Keenan goes into Ryder's guard. It doesn't seem to be the smartest game plan because he's been having trouble with this. Like you can see, his right arm is on the mat. Right there is very dangerous. He wants to get his arms almost on the top of Ryder's chest.
As you alluded to earlier in the broadcast, Keenan, though, or Ryder, seemingly very relaxed in there.
Very relaxed. Now Ryder again setting up another triangle choke. He almost has, but not quite. However, though, Keenan in a very, very bad position. Those punches do not feel good. Again, you see him trying to adjust his legs, he has very, very long legs. Oh. But this time, Keenan able to get up on top of his feet, but in another bad position. Mount position up against the fence. He's gonna have to do something here, Peter. Now, Ryder transitions to the back, trying to work for a rear naked choke. Great submission attempts by Ryder here. He has one hook in, however, he hasn't flattened out. Very bad position. Almost looks like he's trying to transition to an armbar here. Kind of dangerous. It almost makes it a little easier for Keenan to get out. However, he looks very tired, Peter. I don't think he's going to be able to survive this round. Let's see if he can get saved by the bell once again.
Ryder was on top, running blows down on Keenan. That's not the case anymore. 10 seconds
And again,
remaining.
you hear that 10-second mark. And a lot of times we see, Peter, true warriors of mixed martial arts, and I gotta give it to Billy Keenan right now, a true warrior. You can tell he's tired. So many submission attempts. He's still hanging on there.
Yeah, Billy Keenan a little slow to get up to go to his corner following that second round. I think more out of fatigue than anything else. Nick Ryder appearing to be a little bit more fresh inside there. It'll be interesting to see how Billy Keenan comes up for round number 3. I think that Ryder has definitively won the first 2 rounds. At the beginning of round 2, we saw Keenan go for a guillotine on Nick Ryder, trying to end things at the beginning of the second round. Ultimately, Ryder found his way out of that and dominated the rest of the round. I want to see what Keenan's spirit is here in round 3.
If I'm Billy Keenan's corner, I'm telling him, you're down 2-0. You need to come out the third round swinging. You need to finish this fight here. However, I think that would be best served on your feet. Do not go to the ground. Ryder has a definite advantage on the ground, as he showed in the first 2 rounds.
This is the third and final round between Nick Ryder in the red corner.
Yeah, I believe Ryder has gone for at least 5 submission attempts during the fight thus far, 3 of them triangles. And it looks like he's gone for about 2 arm bars as well. Those stats not scientific, those just me going off of my memory of what I've seen in the past 2 rounds of this fight as we enter round number 3.
You know, immediately we saw Ryder go for the takedown there. Not a bad idea. He's been looking great, very comfortable on the ground. But Keenan, this is where he wants to be. You want him, he wants to stand up. And again, that Chuck Liddell haymaker.
And we said at the top of the broadcast, it was Keenan who was telling us Ryder's been stopped twice. He thinks he might be susceptible to being knocked out.
Now against the cage, looks like Ryder's trying to work for one of his legs to get another takedown, and he has the single. Trying to go for the trip takedown here. As we see Keenan trying to set up a guillotine on top. Keenan's doing all he can to survive, but again, Ryder has the mount. Right now he has the back. He has the back, both hooks in. Another bad position for Billy Keenan. Billy Keenan, again, he's doing a great job of defending. Again, it looks like he may have the rear naked choke almost sunk in. Looks like he does. Will he finally get Billy Keenan to tap?
And it looks like he's got that in pretty deep.
Very, very deep. Billy Keenan, what a warrior.
Maybe not as deep as we originally thought as Keenan's hanging in there.
He doesn't exactly have his back completely, but again, into the mount position. Billy gives up his back again, but you see, Ryder kind of rolls off there, trying to get back, he has one hook in. Keenan with trying to roll, but to no avail, back into a rear naked choke attempt. Hopefully, Peter, Keenan didn't come in taking Ryder less serious because of his 0-2 record.
Well, like we said at the top of the broadcast, both fighters seeking their first win in this bout, so I hope that certainly would not be the case.
This has been all Nick Ryder, all 3 rounds. Now a beautiful transition into an armbar here. But he lets it go to get the mount to rain down some more punches. 10 seconds left, Peter. And again, is Keenan gonna survive the battle for the 3rd time? He is, but I think me and you, Peter, know who the winner is, know who the unanimous decision is going to.
Yeah, a very valiant effort by Billy Keenan. However, a dominant performance by Nick Ryder. And that's the gentleman we speak of when we say we know who the unanimous decision will go to. Nick Ryder should be earning himself a shutout unanimous decision once the scorecards are collected and accounted for in the next few moments.
Fight fans, before I read the official scores, how about it once again for these 2 warriors, Nick Ryder and Billy Keenan. After 3 hard-fought rounds, here are your scores. Judge Eric Zinkowitz sees the bout 30-27. Judge Leo Gerstel sees the bout 30-26. While Ryan Shea has it 30-27. All to your winner by unanimous decision, Nick Ryder!
Nick Ryder, winner of all 3 rounds and winner of the fight, unanimous decision over Billy Keenan. Scores were interesting. He won by scores of 30-27 on 2 cards and 30-26 on another. So we got one 10-8 round in there.
He got one dominant 10-8. You can make the case, you know, there were a couple rounds there. He spent a lot of time in dominant positions. You know, Keenan spent a lot of time defending the submissions.
Well,
one thing was for certain, Ryder got the win.
Well, a well-earned and hard-fought unanimous decision win for Nick Ryder.